Hey everyone, it's been a few days. Been kind of busy, but wanted to do today because it's on a good topic. March 4th is on God. March being third month, and so we're on the third tradition, and so our aspect of God needs to be looked at. Whether whatever your thoughts on God is. So we have total freedom to understand God any way we want, what works for us and what we do not judge, and while what works for us and we do not judge what works for others' beliefs, or not having any belief at all in God. The Buddha did not speak of God. He did speak of devas and godlike entities. The Buddha seen the talk of God or heaven as being of no use to ending suffering today. The Buddha's main concern was the four noble truths, that there is suffering, the cause of suffering, there's a way out of suffering, and the path out of suffering, the Eightfold Path. And he really wouldn't talk much about God or anything like that. But when he found enlightenment, he said, "I see you, house builder. You won't build any more houses anymore." So that is saying there's something out there. My ex-sponsor Ivan said that his first God was a tree at the treatment center. Then the tree was cut down, so he had to come up with a different understanding of God. That is the beauty of our understanding of God. It can change. I have friends who use the acronym of good orderly direction, which they see as their God. So anytime anybody in a meeting says God, they think good orderly direction. Theirs is the belief in the principles of the program, which is fine to believe. I often say that my atheist and agnostic friends are more spiritual in that they do the right thing because it's the right thing, and are not looking for anything from a God who may or may not have a place for them later on. So they're not doing it for any kind of reward. They're just doing it because it's the right thing to do. The Veda is nature of God. In the Veda, God is nature, in that God shows itself in nature. The cow is worshipped, the sunlight's worshipped, all aspects of nature is worshipped, and they were in tune with nature. Somewhat like all the indigenous people, they believe that we can work with hymns to nature to change nature's course. So speaking directly to nature, especially through hymns and worshiping of nature, making it not to have power over nature, but having some influence on nature. However, in the Veda, nature, such as the cow, has double or triple meanings. In the Veda, the cow was seen as the bringer of truth, and milk of the cow was the truth itself. In the Veda, what was above and what is below, the universe is in each one of us. So when they talk about the truth and cows and things like that, they're talking about what's inside of us, the truth that is within us. The truth is not only within us, but without us, around us. The Vedas talk about there being two opposite forces, light beings, Surya or the sun, the stars, the planets, and Agni here on Earth, or Agni is fire. So we have fire on Earth, but we also have fire in heaven realms, with especially Surya being the bringer of light, and the planets' influences and the moon influences and things like that they saw right away, and as that being of the light. The mother of light is said to be Aditi. On the other side, so that's one force, the light beings. On the other side are the beings of darkness who want to take the light. The Asuras, led by Varuna, who want to steal the light for themselves. The light can be said to be life force. I see recovery being of light, while my addiction is darkness that tries to steal my light. And so they take the light and hide it in a cave. And they don't even need it or want it. They just want to hoard the light. They want to hoard that life force. And so in the Veda, we have heroes like Indra who are warring to find the light and to bring the light back to the people. But inside of us, so Indra is the Lord of heaven, and the heaven realm is our mind. And so Indra is the Lord of our mind. And Asuras are in the cave is supposed to be somewhere in the heart. We're supposed to look for the light. And he has lightning bolts, which are often seen as inspiration or thoughts. And he uses that to break through the cave and release the light, release the life force within us, or the light of life, the light of also the truth is in the light. The Vedanta, which is said to be at the end of the Veda or conclusion of the Veda, went further to see that we are all God. There are thousands of different names of God in the Hindu faith, but they are all different representations of the one God. Even though there's a lot of different names, they're all speaking about the same one God. And so that's a misconception when you think the Hindus have thousands of gods. They only have one God, but they have different names for that one God and different aspects of that one God. The God of abundance, the God of generosity, the God of wisdom, the God of change. All these different aspects have different names, but they're all the same God. So God is at the source isn't a person at all, but an energy. But it is hard to worship an energy or a subtle force. So we give God names and personalize it. And so that's the thought in yogic and Satipatthana and Hindu thought is that we personalize our God by giving it a name. And sometimes there's a statue erected so you can see that God as a representation of the God. It's not like an idol, although more like an idea that we remember. Just like we see the cross, it's not the cross that we're worshiping, but the idea behind the cross. So when we have those idols, or we make idols and worship that idol, it's the idea that's behind the statue that we've purchased or created. So thought for today, I will have an open mind and explore my concept of God. And so I really don't know what God is. I can't really, talk about it in a meeting per se, because it's kind of personal, and I think it's personal for most of us. And I'm not trying to, get anybody to become a Hindu or a Buddhist or anything like that. I think it's your own path and what's right for you or what's right for me. I take a little bit of everything and leave the parts I don't gravitate toward. And I think that is the Sanatana way, in that all is truth, and we're just looking for truth. What is the truth? What is the milk cow of truth? Sometimes we have places where we go to talk about these things, and that'd be like the cow that we're looking for the milk from the cow, which is the truth. What does that truth represent for me? And truth has a lot of different ways of perceptions of the truth, but the truth is the truth. And at any rate, we need, in the third step, we need to have a God of our understanding, whether it be group of dope fiends, God of our understanding, a group of drunks, or however you want to see that, good orderly direction, whatever, you have to have something to believe in, something that's loving, something that's caring, something that's going to help you in your recovery in your life. Whether it's working with principles is going to be helpful, or working with the God of your understanding from your childhood, or one that you're coming to believe. So hopefully that's helpful, and keep searching. I know I am. I basically am a devotee of Ganesha. Ganesha is an idea of obstacles being removed, but obstacles being added for my life. And then also Shiva. Shiva is the destroyer. Shiva is emptiness. And that would go into what I also believe in the Buddhist thought. We all come from emptiness. We all come for a little bit, and then we go back into the emptiness. All right, that's all for today. Hope that makes sense. Thanks.